Hey guys, Cam here from 9 to 5 Google, and yesterday I was at the Huawei P9 launch event and brought you a brief hands-on. Today I have the phone in its retail packaging, and the box itself is really attractive. It's a minimal white box featuring Huawei and LEICA's logos, and that's pretty much it. It has this nice sort of canvassy texture. Now the phone itself is sitting to the right, covered in protective wrap in its own shallow cradle. Underneath this top layer there are three separate clean white boxes with minimally designed icons showing you what's in them. Now first up is the Huawei wall adapter. In this instance it's the European plug. The other small box contains a USB-A to USB Type-C cable, which feels really well made and fairly thick. And there's also the not Apple EarPod earphones. Now the larger of the three boxes inside I assume would normally include a SIM ejector tool and the paperwork. It certainly has the space for them, but this one is empty since we have the pre-launch device. But if we put all of this back in the box, we can take a look at the most important thing, and that is the Huawei P9 itself. Now first up we need to peel off all the plastic film from the outside, which is stuck together with some pretty strong adhesive. And there's the white sticker on the back that needs to come off as well, and that's pretty tricky. Now jumping straight to the most important hardware feature, the camera. Now this is a dual camera with 12 megapixel sensors in each lens, built in conjunction with LEICA. It features a dual LED flash as well as a laser autofocus, and it has both a true monochrome sensor and a color sensor. Now the entire front of the device is covered in a gorgeous glossy glass, while the frame is a rounded metal with polished chamfers. The bottom edge features a USB Type-C port, a loudspeaker, 3.5mm jack and a microphone, while the right edge has the recessed textured power button underneath the volume rocker. There's nothing but a noise cancelling microphone on the top edge, and the left edge plays home to the SIM and SD card slot. Now this particular model isn't dual SIM, it has a micro SD card bay alongside the single SIM slot. On the front there's an 8 megapixel wide angle selfie camera, and that's it. We can power it on and set it up. Now after going through the usual Android settings options, you can get security options done, and that includes setting your fingerprint scanner up. Now this is one of the fastest and most accurate fingerprint scanners around. Setting up only requires 5 or 6 presses on the sensor to record your full fingerprint. Then after that you're looking at the usual Huawei EMUI skin with the same folder style as usual, and there's no app drawer. There's the familiar 2-screen notifications shade that drops down from the top, but more importantly than all of those is the LEICA camera software, which gives you really intuitive access to manual controls. This lets you set focus, white balance, exposure, shutter speed, and a lot more. Now one of the most notable software features is that you can use the fingerprint sensor on the back to control certain parts of it. You can use it to snap a photograph by tapping it, or you can swipe through images in the gallery by going left to right. There's also the usual downloadable themes in the software, which alters the colouring, the icons, and the backgrounds across the system depending on which theme you download. Now spec-wise, we're looking at a device with a full HD 5.2-inch ISP LCD display. And this is powered by a Kirin 955 processor with 3GB of RAM and 32GB of storage. There is a 4GB RAM, 64GB storage model, but this isn't that one. It also has a 3000 mAh battery with rapid charging support, and Huawei claims you'll easily get through the end of a day without even trying. Now exactly how well this device holds up in everyday use is yet to be seen. We'll have our full review here next week. But as first impressions go, it certainly seems like a much more refined version of the phone that they launched last year. It feels like a very premium handset, and the screen on the front is really crisp and the colours are great. I've been Cam, I'm at Cam Bunton on Twitter, and I will see you again soon.